Hello everybody, Logic for Life here, bringing you guys a brand new video. I know, it's been a while. I am so sorry about that, guys. I have been very out of it lately, not really having any motivation to do much of anything, and on top of that, I've been very busy with work, trying to find a new job, and all this other fun stuff. And so yeah, it's been very difficult to actually sit down and do a video, especially whenever my aunts are blaring a TV in the other room and I can't do anything about it. So, finally going to try and get back into swing of things, and thankfully there's also some new cards to talk about, because I do want to do a video on the Kisakil and Leela's, especially now that we got another card revealed for them that I think is going to fix a lot of the issues with the deck. But however, oh my god, a huge chunk of my childhood just got brought back. Okay, so I haven't really mentioned it much, but I've always loved the Arm Dragons. I remember when I first got back into the game, I was so desperate to try and get the Arm Dragons, but Arm Dragon level 10 to get like an original copy of him is still expensive, if I remember right. Like it's stupid how expensive he was back then, and now definitely there's gonna be buyouts of the original Arm Dragons, but Arm Dragon level 10, the original, never had many printings, but I always wanted them because I loved the GX as a kid, and Arm Dragon was always so cool, and now they're revitalizing the archetype. Based off the whole chant from the Japanese version of the anime. You know, we got Chazz it up, which I think is just as cool, but, you know, that's just me. And these guys are technically also, like, well, they're called Dragon Thunder, not Thunder Dragons, so they don't count as Thunder Dragons, but this is so cool. It's kind of funny, though. We got Thunder Dragons that aren't dragons, and now Thunder Dragons that are dragons, but not Thunder. So, this is so cool. I am loving this, and let's just go ahead and talk about it. I'm loving the poses. They're trying to look cool, but they kind of aren't, especially Arm Dragon level 3, who's just adorable. But he's acting cool. It kind of reminds me of Chazz. They're acting cooler than they actually are. Well, okay, Arm Dragon level 10, he gets the JoJo pose. He gets it, definitely, for sure. Because he deserves it, because he is actually cool. Arm Dragon level 3, I don't know. Anyway, so let's get on with the actual cards. I kind of wish they would have organized this from level 3 to 10, but so let's go ahead and talk about level 3. They all have the exact same stats as their original versions. This is Arm Dragon Thunder level 3. Level 3 Wind Dragon Effect Monster. 1200 attack, 900 defense. You can only use each of his second and third effects of this card's name once per turn. It becomes traded as Arm Dragon level 3 while it's on the field or in a graveyard. That's kind of cool. It's not super relevant, but it does allow the archetype to interact with the originals if you want to play them. I don't think that'll actually happen because the originals just aren't particularly great. You can send one monster from your hand to the graveyard, send this card from the field to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon one level 5 or lower Arm Dragon monster from your hand or deck. And then, if this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a Dragon monster effect, you can draw one card. Now, this is really cool, because one of the big issues with level monsters before was that they were just way too slow. If you look at even just, like, the Arm Dragons themselves, let's go ahead and bring them up. So, Arm Dragon. The original Arm Dragon, for those who don't remember, during your standby phase, you can send this card to the graveyard, special summon an Arm Dragon level 5 from your hand or deck. That was slow then, it's even slower now, and they all basically did that. Like, level 5 didn't summon anything until he killed something in battle, and then during the end phase, then Arm Dragon level 7 had no level up thing. You actually had to draw level 10 and send level 7 to special summon it. That was so stupid. But now we're going to be able to take advantage of all the Ojama mixed with Arm Dragon stuff, even more so. And on top of that, thanks to how easy it is to get at level 10, who pretends to be level 10, Arm Dragon Catapult Cannon's actually going to be a hell of a lot easier to summon. He's still not going to be easy to summon, but he's going to be a whole lot easier to summon. And all the, oh, come on, how do you, okay, so like level up. So, yeah, okay, so, the level support, there's really not much for levels, but, oh, come on. How, level, there we go. So that's how you do it, and we'll talk about the levels here in a second. I want to focus on the new guys real quick. Arm Dragon level 5, Arm Dragon Thunder level 5, level 5 wind, 2400 attack, 1200 defense. Same thing as the first two. He's always treated as Arm Dragon level 5, and then you can send one monster from your hand to the graveyard to send discard from the field to the graveyard, and special summon level 7 Arm Dragon from your deck. Now it actually says level 7 or lower, so you could summon another copy of it, or you could summon level 3. I don't know why you'd do either of those, but you could. It's there. Don't. If this card is sent from to the graveyard to activate a dragon monster effect, you can add a level 5 or higher a wind dragon monster from your deck to your hand. So yeah, just another searching. They recur themselves or get stuff in order to make sure you don't really neg. Otherwise, you'd have to empty your whole hand to do everything, and that would still be bad. And also, if you get ashed, you don't lose your monster, because you discard first, and then you send them. Which is something that freaking Witchcrafter should have done. They probably learned that from Witchcrafter to, hey, maybe make not the cost be discard and send. So, really good so far. I do wish they did something else on the field. Like, really, you don't get a unique effect until you get to your boss monster being level 10. And then we get level 7. Now, poor level 7 doesn't even have his destruction effect, and hey, neither does level 5, because if you guys don't remember, level 5 you could discard a card, pop a monster, with I think less attack than itself, and then level 7 could like destroy like all face-up monsters your opponent controls, and then it was like Arm Dragon level 10 destroys everything, or something like that. It was very, they were actually like not horrible, but they were outclassed by the better level monsters like Horus. Which, considering this is called Blazing Tempest, maybe we could get Horus. It would be so cool. So, Arm Dragon level 7. Arm Dragon Thunder level 7. Level 7 Wind Dragon, effect monster, 20 under attack, 1k defense. You don't use each of his yada yada yada, we all know that. You don't use the second and third effect once a turn. He's always treated as Arm Dragon level 7 while on the field or in the graveyard. You can send a monster from your hand to the graveyard, send this card from your field to graveyard, spell summon level 10. If this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a dragon monster effect, you can add an Armed Dragon card from your deck to your hand. That can be anything. That can be Dark Armed Dragon, that can be the original Armed Dragons, that can be any of the new Armed Dragons, or it can even be their spells and traps, which is really cool. So yeah, you get to search out pretty much anything you want with that. So let's see here, you get to draw, you get to add again. So yeah, and then you can even get more pluses off of these guys by discarding them for level 10's effects. Now, here's a fun one. Level 10. Arm Dragon level 10. Arm Dragon Thunder level 10. That's going to be very annoying to like keep up with. I love the design on all these guys too. They're so cool. So, 3k attack, 2000 defense. If this card is spell summoned by an Armed Dragon monster effect, apply these effects depending on this card's attack. 1 or more. So if this card has 1 or more attack, this card is treated as Armed Dragon level 10. 10 or more. Possession of this card cannot be switched. 100 or more cannot be destroyed in battle. I really wish this guy had like card effect protection too, but oh well. 1000 or more. Once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can send a card from your hand to the graveyard, then target a card on the field and destroy it. If you do, this card gains 1000 attack. See, why does it have battle protection when it's already at 3k and then it jumps up to 4k, then 5k, and so on and so forth? It should have card effect protection, but oh well. I mean, there's ways to protect your dragons. And then 10,000 or more. Once per turn, you can destroy all other cards on the field. I feel like for working them up to 10,000, that should be a quick effect, but hey, I'm not going to complain. Turning this thing into a JD is just going to be really, really cool. So, Armed Dragon level 10 is just such a massive improvement over the original. The meme of his effect referencing Chazz's Man Jump Thunder thing from the Japanese GX is really, really cool. I like it a lot, even though I didn't really grow up with that. I grew up with Chazz It Up. which they can't really translate that joke into the English version of the card, but it's still really cool. Heck, he's even doing like the fist in the air thing like what Chazz does. It's just so cool. I love it. Such a great improvement. And then you've heard of Dark Arm Dragon. Well, here's White Arm Dragon, kind of. Arm Dragon level 10, white. Obviously a reference to when Chazz was possessed by the Society of Light thing. Level 10, Light Dragon, effect monster, 3k attack, 2k defense, cannot be normals and reset, must be special summoned by its own effect. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn, which is its summoning clause, so you can only summon one of these guys once a turn, which is a bit annoying, but oh well. You can banish Arm Dragon monsters from your field or graveyard whose total levels equal 10. Special summon this card from your hand, then you can add one White Veil from your deck to your hand. So, a play you could do to get this guy to your hand is you go through your normal Thunder Dragon level ups, then off of level 7 you search out him, whenever you discard level 7 for something, I guess, I don't know. And then you banish 7 and 3 from graveyard, special summon Arm Dragon level 10 white from your hand, and then you get your search for your White Veil. You take no effect damage, and at the start of the damage step, if this card attacks, you can destroy one card on the field. And you might be wondering, where does the you take no effect damage thing come from? Well, that's White Veil. White Veil is a very interesting equip spell because it's always been one that I've wanted to try out in some decks, especially equip-focused decks, because it's very devastating if it goes off, but you also have the devastating downside of if it gets destroyed, you take 3,000 damage. So White Veil, while the equipped monster battles, your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step. When an attack is declared involving an equipped monster, face-up spells and traps your opponent controls have their effects negated until the end of the damage step, even if this card leaves the field. When the equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can destroy all spell and trap cards your opponent controls, and then when this face-up card in a player's spell and trap card zone leaves the field, that player takes 3,000 damage. So, yeah, that's always been the big downside to White Veil. Yeah, you can negate all of your opponent's spells and traps and then destroy them and everything. And also your monster can attack without having to worry about, well, being like Mirror Force or something. But if your opponent flips over MST and destroys White Veil, you're taking 3,000 damage. Which has always been a big turnoff. Now, with this, though, you don't have to worry about that, which is really cool. I like that. Now, will it be played? I don't know. It's something that can be very devastating, but considering most back row that's played nowadays is hand traps, I don't really know if that'll happen, but hey, we'll see. Now then, for the Arm Dragon spell and trap card support, we got Arm Dragon Flash. Quick play spell. You only activate one card to discard's name per turn. Special on a level 3 Arm Dragon monster from your deck in defense position. I love it how these all support the originals too, by the way. It's so cool. I mean, you won't be playing the originals more than likely, unless like you really want to get that extra like 1,000 attack or whatever from one of the upcoming cards that we'll be talking about. But still, pretty cool. You know, just get a free dragon from your deck. This is totally not going to be used in an extender and get limited, by the way. Arm Dragon Blitz, normal spell. You can only activate one card to discard's name per turn. You cannot spell summon monsters during the turn you activate this card except dragon monsters. Target an Arm Dragon monster you control. Take one monster from your deck or graveyard with the same name as that face-up monster on the field, and either add it to your hand or special summoning it, ignoring its summoning conditions. But if you summon it, it cannot attack directly. So you basically get another free monster out. It's pretty cool. It's mainly, I see it as an extender for going into like Dragon Links and stuff like that. So very, very cool to see that as well. You know, who doesn't like free monsters? I kind of wish these would have had discard effects, because if you discard a... Well, wait, do you have to discard a monster? Yeah, send a monster. Okay, never mind. Continuous spell card. Arm Dragon Lightning, which... Oh my god, this artwork. I just love it. Arm Dragon Lightning, continuous spell. You can only use the first effect of this card's name only once per turn. You can target one Arm Dragon monster you control, then activate one of these effects. It gains 100 attack times its level, so you target Arm Dragon level 10, he's gaining 1,000 attack, which... You know, pretty cool. Pumps them up even more. Or you can add one Arm Dragon monster whose level is equal to or lower than that monster's from your graveyard to your hand. If an Arm Dragon monster you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you can send this card to the graveyard instead. So that's where you get your card effect protection for Arm Dragon level 10. You know, it's only destroy, so if like your opponent like bounces it like in a corner or something, you're kind of screwed. But hey, whatever. Uh, you know, it's mainly destruction you got to worry about anyway right now. So that's pretty cool, protecting your stuff. I like it, and getting to recur or bump up level 10 even more to get them closer to that 10,000 attack. It's so cool. And then we got the Arm Dragon Kamehameha, or sorry, Arm Dragon Thunderbolt. He's totally doing the Kamehameha here. Okay, am I not? Am I the only one who sees that? The artwork though, I love it. Arm Dragon Thunderbolt. Normal trap, you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn and only once that turn. Oh, so you can only use one effect among the first and second effect of this card's name and only once that turn. So it's an either or. That's kind of annoying, but I mean, you'll probably use one on one turn and then flip over and use the other on the other turn. So, target one Armed Dragon monster you control. It gains 1,000 attack for each different card name among the Armed Dragon monsters in your graveyard whose levels are equal to or lower than its own. Also, it inflicts no battle damage to your opponent for the rest of this turn. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target an Armed Dragon spell in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So this is really cool. So, let's say you just go through the normal line of, you know, level 3, 7, you know, all that. So, you got Armed Dragon level 10 out. You target him with this. He's going to gain 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 attack. And then, if you have the originals in the graveyard too, he's going to get another 3,000. So then he'll become 6,000 attack, just shy. Sorry, no, he'll be 9,000 attack, just shy of 10,000. And that's when he uses his own effect to nuke something, and then he goes up to 10,000, so he can nuke everything. You can even get him even higher if you have like Armed Dragon level 10 in the graveyard, the original at least, and also does Dark Armed Dragon? Yeah, like if you're playing all the Armed Dragons, you can get him to very very high attack power very quickly. Now, will you? I doubt it. I mean, if you really want to go for that much more extra attack, you can do it. But hey, this is something you can do as well. And then the spell recursion is really nice. I mean, heck, let's say you send Armed Dragon Lightning to protect Armed Dragon level 10 during your opponent's turn. Okay, cool. Now I can get my Armed Dragon Lightning back from my graveyard, get them to that last 1,000 pump up, and now I can nuke everything. Which is really cool. I like it. I feel like I'm saying really cool a lot, but hey, whatever. Just all really fun stuff. I can't wait to play test this deck. It's going to be so much fun. Now then, let's take a look at old level support. There's not much for Armed Dragon itself, if anything, actually. But, so right off the bat, we got Level Up, which sends a face-up level monster you control to the hand, to the graveyard. Special summon one monster from your hand or deck that is listed in that sent monster's text, ignoring its summoning conditions. This was the way to cheese out level monsters back in the day. I don't think you'll be playing it now, unless like you just want it as like another extender and you don't have to worry about discarding. I don't see it being played though, especially since it won't trigger level 10, because level 10 has to be explicitly summoned by the effect of a Armed Dragon monster. Level modulation, no one played this back then and nobody will play it now. It's a monster reborn for level monsters that ignores their summoning conditions, but the monster that you summon can't activate its effects or attack during the turn that it's summoned. Also, your opponent draws 2 cards. Yeah, unless you want to play like, oh god, what is it called? That trap card, Appropriate or whatever. The trap card that lets you draw 2 whenever your opponent draws a card. But yeah, no, don't play that. Then we got the graveyard in the 4th dimension. Add 2 level monsters from your graveyard to your deck and shuffle it. I mean, it's cool that it can recur them, but you mainly want your Armed Dragon levels in your graveyard. And I mean, if this added it to the hand, I would say definitely play at least like 1 copy, because hey, who doesn't want free monster recursion? But I mean, really, if you want like to get your levels back in your deck, you know, there's Pot of Avarice. And then we got Level Down, which basically is the opposite of Level Up. It's just not very good. And it's a quick play for some reason. Now, looking at the Arm Dragons, we got, I wonder if no, they haven't. So we got the Metaphys Arm Dragon, so that's another Arm Dragon. Got the originals, Hardened Arm Dragon. He counts? That's something I guess to have to update on the text. Okay, so this card is not treated as an Armed Dragon card. Darn it! That's actually important now. Then you got the main original Armed Dragons and Dark Armed Dragons. So technically speaking, if you... Oh yeah, and then Arm Dragon Catapult if he somehow gets in your graveyard. So if you wanted to play all the originals, you could get an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could get 6,000 extra attack in addition to the 3,000 from the new ones. But again, like, who's going to be playing all these? I could see maybe a justification for like the original Arm Dragon level 10. Wait. Okay, so Arm Dragon level 7 destroys all monsters with less attack in it. And then Arm Dragon level 10 just nukes all your opponent's face-up monsters. Okay, I got it kind of mixed up earlier, but so yeah, that's not particularly good. Now, that being said, though, I could totally see a, like, Ojama Arm Dragon deck kind of being a thing. I've dueled against one before that was, like, all dedicated to getting this guy out, and it was actually, like, pretty consistent. So this is only going to get better now. But overall, that's my thoughts on these. I can't wait to test them out. I don't think this is going to be a meta deck or anything. I kind of really would be surprised if it would be. But hey, being a fun little deck, it's going to be a lot of fun. I could totally see some of the stuff, though, being very abusable in Dragon Link decks and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see where this all goes. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, and see y'all later. Peace out. Thank you all for watching the video. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And see y'all later.